Hey guys, Mary here. I figured I'd go ahead and do another live stream. And in this live stream, I'll be discussing all about Shrek the Third and the Smurfs. They are two of my favorite movies. And later on, I'll be doing a recap of my favorite episodes, ones that I'm familiar with a lot, and everything. I'll be doing that in my next one. Um, and everything. And I hope that y'all enjoy the live stream. And I'm going to go ahead and do my shout outs. I'd like to give a shout out to Dr. Douglas. I'd like to give a shout out to Amy and Tammy from Home Health. Hey, girls. I'd like to give a shout out to Nadia, Nod Nod. I'd like to give a shout out to ArieVac33. And I'd like to give a shout out to Cousin Donnie. And I'd like to give a shout out to Mama and Papa. I'd like to give a shout out to them as well. And I'd also like to give a shout out to Food City, Kroger, McDonald's, Hardee's, Arby's, and Little Caesars. I'd like to give a shout out to them as well. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready and get started here in just a minute. Let's see. I'm getting ready for the weekend, guys, and stuff. I got some special stuff I'm going to be doing over the weekend and stuff. I'm really excited. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, right there we go. Alrighty, this is going to be Shrek the Third. Shrek and Princess Fiona are to succeed King Harold, but Shrek's attempts to serve as the regent during Harold's medical absence and in disaster, since he has no interest in being king of Far, Far Away. With his dying breath, Harold tells Shrek of another hare, his nephew and Fiona's cousin Arthur Pendragon. Meanwhile, Prince Charming, vowing to avenge the death of his mother, the fairy godmother, and become king, goes to the Poison Apple Tavern and persuades the fairy tale villains to fight their happily ever after and help him take over Far, Far Away. Shrek and his friends Donkey and Puss in Boots set out to retrieve Artie. As they sail away, Fiona reveals to Shrek that she is pregnant, much to Shrek's horror, because he believes he is incapable of raising children. The trio journey to Worcestershire Academy, an elite magical boarding school, where they discover Artie is a scrawny 16-year-old outcast. At the school pep rally, Shrek tells Artie he has been chosen to be king of Far, Far Away. Artie is excited until Donkey and Puss inadvertently frighten him by discussing the king's responsibilities. Losing confidence, Artie tries to take control of the ship and steer it back to Worcestershire. Following a scuffle with Shrek, the ship crashes on a remote island where they encounter Artie's retired magic teacher, Merlin, who convinces the two to open up to each other. Fiona and Queen Lillian host a baby shower when Charming and the villains attack the castle. Gingy, Pinocchio, the Big Bad Wolf, and the Three Little Pigs stall Charming's group long enough for the ladies to escape. When one of the pigs accidentally reveals that Shrek is going to retrieve Artie, Charming sends Captain Hook and his pirates to track them down. Rapunzel, having fallen in love with Charming, betrays Fiona, and the ladies are locked in the castle dungeons. Captain Hook and his pirates catch up to Shrek on Merlin's Island. Shrek avoids capture and Hook reveals Charming's takeover of Far Far Away. Shrek urges Artie to return to Worcestershire, but Artie cons Merlin into using his magic to send them to Far Far Away, and while the spell works, it accidentally causes Puss and Donkey to switch bodies. They find Pinocchio and learn that Charming plans to kill Shrek as part of a play. After breaking into the castle, they are caught and taken captive. Charming prepares to kill Artie to retain the crown. To save Artie's life, Shrek lies, claiming that he was just using Artie to replace him as the next king. Charming believes Shrek and allows a disheartened Artie to leave. Donkey and Puss are in prison with Fiona, Lillian, and the other princesses, where Fiona grows frustrated with their lack of initiative. Lillian smashes an opening in the stone wall of the prison with the headbutt, while the princesses launch a rescue mission for Shrek, Donkey, and Puss, free Gingy, Pinocchio, and the others, along with Dragon and Donkey's children. Puss and Donkey convince leaving Artie that Shrek lied to save his life. Charming stages a showdown in a musical theater in front of the kingdom. Just as Charming is about to kill Shrek, Fiona, Puss, and Donkey, the princesses, and other fairy tale characters confront the villains, but are quickly subdued. Artie shows up and gives a speech to the villains, convincing them that they can be accepted into society instead of being outcast. Inspired by Artie's speech, the villains agree to give up their evil ways, while Charming refuses to listen and lunges at Artie with his sword. Shrek blocks the blow, and it appears that he has been stabbed. Charming decrees himself the new king, but Shrek reveals that the former misaimed his sword and pushes Charming aside, while Dragon knocks the stage tower down onto Charming, killing him instantly. With Charming gone, Artie is crowned the new king of Far Far Away. While the kingdom celebrates, Merlin appears and reverts Puss and Donkey's body swap. Later, back at the swamp, Shrek and Fiona begin raising their new triplets, coping with parenthood with help from Donkey, Puss, Lillian, and Dragon. It's a good one. Alrighty. Now we're going to go ahead and do the Smurfs. Excuse me. Alrighty. This is the Smurfs. In Smurf Village, the Smurfs are preparing for the Festival of the Blue Moon. Papa Smurf sees a vision of Clumsy Smurf reaching for a dragon one and evil wizard Gargamel capturing the Smurfs. Shortly after, Clumsy leaves to pick Smurf root and ends up leading Gargamel into the village. The Smurfs flee, and Clumsy unknowingly runs toward the Forbidden Falls with Papa, Smurfette, Grouchy, Brainy, and Gutsy following him. The blue moon appears and creates a vortex that spirits the Smurfs to New York City, Gargamel and his pet cat Azrael follow them. The Smurfs end up in the apartment of Patrick and Grace Winslow, a married couple who are expecting their first child. After they explain their situation, the Winslows befriend them and give them shelter. The next day, needing to find a stargazer, the Smurfs follow Patrick to his workplace at Angelo Cosmetics, believing he is a fortune teller. Meanwhile, Gargamel extracts Smurf essence from a lock of Smurfette's hair, which gives him magic powers. While searching for the Smurfs, he wanders into Angelo and impresses Patrick's boss, Odile, by restoring her elderly mother's youth with his magic. Upon hearing of Patrick's connection to the Smurfs, Gargamel chases him and the Smurfs into FAO Schwartz, where he steals Leaf Blower and wreaks havoc while trying to catch Smurfs with Leaf Blower. He is arrested and jailed, but manages to escape with the aid of a swarm of flies. Papa uses a toy telescope to calculate the night he and the others can return home, but needs to work out a spell first. The Smurfs visit an antique store to look for a spell book and find El Historiador de Smurfs by researcher Peo, which contains a spell that can turn the moon blue. Gargamel tracks them down in the store, where he finds the dragon one from Papa's vision and transfers his magic into it to use it against the Smurfs. Papa entrusts the spell to Brainy and voluntarily stays behind to be captured by Gargamel. After Clumsy convinces the others to rescue Papa, the Smurfs and Patrick travel to Belvedere Castle at Central Park, where Gargamel increases his wand's power with Papa's ascent. Brainy successfully turns the moon blue and opens a portal to the world, from where he summons all the Smurfs of Smurf Village. While the Smurfs battle Gargamel, Smurfette and Patrick save Papa. Gutsy steals the dragon one, but drops it in the process. Clumsy catches it and sends Gargamel flying away. The Smurfs bid Patrick and Grace farewell and return to Smurf Village. During the credits, Patrick and Grace have a baby boy whom they name Blue, and the Smurfs rebuild their village in the style of New York. Alrighty. That was a good one. Alrighty, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed, and on my next live stream, I'll be doing another recap of my favorite episodes, the ones that I'm more familiar with, the ones I watch a lot and stuff. I'll be doing that next on my next live stream, and I hope that y'all enjoyed the live stream, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of y'all's day, evening, and night, and I will see y'all again as soon as I can on the next live stream, and I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all again as soon as I can. Bye-bye for now.